Hey guys, it's me Olivia, aka Sisligracy, here in my hands again. Today we're doing a Valentine's Day video for couples or singles, either way. It's always a day I like to mark every year and celebrate a little bit, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing this year, which will perhaps give you some ideas. I have bought some chocolate for my mom, my friend, and Deli. I'm getting her the lactose free. I'll probably do something for my boyfriend as well. So the things I'm going to be doing are handmade, but then I'm going to show you some store-bought ideas, which I thought would be cool. For me, Valentine's Day isn't necessarily about being in a relationship. It's just an excuse really to do something nice and little for people who I'm particularly close to. And I think a lot of people sort of miss the boat, and they think that they have to spend a lot of money on someone to show them how much they're appreciated. But I don't know, I think that's kind of missing the point really. So I just like to do something little and homemade, and so I just thought I'd do some cards to go with the chocolate and just write a little note on them. And I thought just handmade cards, they're easy to do and they're something personal, so I thought that would be nice. I don't know if you've ever used a guillotine before, those cutting things, but they're really effective. They just cut a really nice straight line. They changed my life when I discovered a guillotine. And this is some gold paint. Everything looks good with gold paint on it if you're making something. It is my go-to thing. I'll have to show you some of my paintings I've done, actually. I've done a couple. They're not fantastic, but I've used gold paint, I think, in some of them. But a lot of things that I do that are handmade, I just like to, add a bit of gold. I'm starting to think of Austin Powers. What was the episode with the guy who goes, I love gold. Can't quite remember, those movies were a while ago. But I've just got a fine brush, and I'm just doing a heart on them. And it's simple, but it's effective. And I've done these kind of cards before, so there you go, have a look. Very simple, but it looks good, I think. And so just easy to do, very easy to do. The next thing I'm going to do, I picked up this frame from, I think it was Kmart. I think it was only $3. It was very cheap. And again, I used my guillotine and I cut to size this sort of textured paper, and I've done an outline of where a photograph could be. And I thought I would that's just a nice, again, I'll personalize it. Just get out my, my little stamp box there. That's where I keep my stamps. And I thought I'd stamp around the side, and then you could put a photo in the middle, and it will make the frame a bit special. I don't know if you've ever used these kind of stamps before. You just dab. You just get that thing, what do you call it, that block, and then you just stick the stamp that you want on it, and you can change them over, and then you just stamp away. So this kind of idea could be done for friends or family, or it wouldn't have to necessarily be for Valentine's Day. You could do it for a birthday or Christmas or whatever, but it looks really effective, and you just kind of take your time to get a nice pattern and think about what color ink you're using. So I've just gone with the red because it's Valentine's Day, and you just clean it off before you get the new one. So I think I'm going to give this one to my boyfriend, I think, because I found because I guess red is a bit romantic, isn't it? But I'll see after I've done it. And you can just layer up the stamps. They look quite good. You have to pay a little bit of attention to detail while you do it. But that gives you the idea, and you can just start to build up on it. I found a little stamp that's a rose. I have quite a big collection in that little stamp box. And I'm switching over to the black ink instead. Because if I'm going to give this to a guy, I probably want to make it a little bit more masculine. So adding a black rose in, but black can be a little bit harsh. So I think I dab it on a tissue in a second just to kind of dull it down. There you go. So there's the 3 roses in the corner. The heart at the top has like an arrow through it, but it's still looking a little bit feminine. So I've just gone and got a black fine liner pen, and I'm just kind of etching in a bit more texture and definition and making it a little bit more masculine. I don't know, I just had that idea as I was doing it, and I thought, oh, it's probably a good idea. Yeah, you can just, I don't know, I think I'm quite crafty. As I'm making these videos, I'm learning things about myself. And I'm like, I'm quite a crafty one, actually. I'm a little bit like Telly, who is a graphic designer, but in my own way. So there you go, have a look at that. That gives you a bit of an idea. And what I'll probably do is I'll add in, like, probably on the left, something more masculine, maybe like a skull or a snake, or I don't know, I'll think of something. And I'll maybe make the heart a little bit, put more black on that, just make it a bit more boyish, I suppose. But that gives you an idea of that. Now, another idea I thought of that's handmade, that's personal, is writing a letter to someone and letting them know how you feel about them. Because I mean, how often do we take the time to actually tell someone how we feel and that they mean something to us? I mean, I remember someone telling me once that if you love someone, you should tell them, otherwise how do they ever know? And you never know when it's going to be too late if you have the opportunity. So I just showed you the letter, and I quickly wrap up the chocolates as well and just make them a little bit more festive looking. But the letter, it was a really nice texture. That paper was kind of special paper, and to be able to write on it neatly, you kind of have to rule. I just kind of darkened the lines underneath it to be able to see through the paper, if that makes sense. Yeah. And there you go. There's some more cards I've done with the gold paint. That gives you a good idea of how they look. It's just simple, but I think it looks effective. I'm all about KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I had some ideas for store-bought gifts too, for either guys or girls, and not necessarily in a romantic way, but just cool gift ideas. And I ran it past my guy friend. We both thought that a teddy bear or a toy, depending on the person's taste and what they're like, you could get an awesome gift like that for someone. That's Snip, that's his name, that's my bear, and I sleep with him under my arm sometimes. He's awesome. And an adult colouring in book. I don't know if you guys have ever used these before, but they're really cool and a really nice gift for someone. This was given to me, to Olivia. Thank you for bringing so much colour into my life. That's such a beautiful thing to write in the front page. I just blocked out who wrote it for privacy reasons, but it's a really nice thing to do with someone. Like, you can draw together, you can colour in together, I should say. You can take out the pages, you can frame them, you can write on the back of them, and they're all different themes. You can get really like silly, humorous adult colouring in books, or you can get ones like that one there, like the Animal Kingdom. I've got it like a floral one as well, so I just thought that's a really nice gift for someone. That's a good idea for Deli. I could give that to her on Valentine's Day. And a candle. Candles are something for either guys or girls. Yeah, I just think that's really nice. Like mood lighting in a room. Candles are always good. And jewelry, you could get that for, again, a guy or a girl. Just a nice idea. Jewelry, you don't have to get expensive things. You could just get a bracelet or just a sort of cheap kind of necklace for someone. Yeah, you can't go wrong with jewelry, definitely not. And alcoholic beverage for singles or couples. Like, it's just nice to sit back and have a glass of wine sometimes. And yeah, I thought I'd just put that in the video as well. Maybe not for the younger viewers, but the older viewers, the adult viewers. Yeah, and when I was at the supermarket, I was just shopping in the fruit and veggie section, and I saw strawberries, and next to them was this sort of chocolate dipping sauce, I think. It's just how they were advertised and set out, and I just thought, oh, for a treat, that's nice. It's just nice to have for dessert. You could have that any night of the week, I guess, but on Valentine's Day you could always get that and just have a little treat yourself, as Deli likes to say on the streams. And the more stereotypical gift for someone is flowers. Like, you can't go wrong with flowers. I mean, that's particularly, I think, a romantic one, a long-stemmed rose. There's little ladybugs on there. But not necessarily so. Again, you know, for any occasion, you could give a flower to someone. It doesn't have to be like a bouquet, just, you know, just one means so much. So this is the collection here of ideas for you to have a look at. So a letter, chocolates wrapped up nicely, the picture frame, which took a little bit longer to do. There's a bunch of flowers, candle, edible things, jewelry, colouring in book. Yeah, just giving you ideas, giving you gift ideas. And I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and it's been lots of fun making it, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao guys, speak soon.